What's up, everybody? What's going on? I know it's late. I haven't done like a late night live broadcast in a long time. But anyway, I want to jump right into this because I know it's late, and I know some people are going to be watching the replay. So I just want to jump right into it. On my YouTube channel, obviously, I've been doing a lot of training and stuff over the past several months. I've been working on a new project over for 2025 since really since around I would say mainly since around maybe the 6th or 7th of January. And basically, I'm making this video one to kind of let you know I'm going to be adding some new things, some new flavor to the channel. Of course, the history of this channel is mostly about just making money online, having success, motivation, and all that too. And then I've been really digging deep into YouTube and how to win on YouTube and all that stuff as well. We're going to definitely continue to do that as well. But I'm going to sprinkle something else in the mix because let me tell you guys, business is booming. I mean, we just got started, and all I gotta say is wow. And what I'm gonna do in this video, I'm gonna run through some information really quick, just so you can have an idea of what I'm actually working on, in addition to my YouTube channel, in addition to some of my other different things that I've been doing. And but I'll tell you this much: it's definitely made a few changes into what we've been wanting to do for 2025. So what I'm going to do, I just want to kind of show you, this isn't anything that you got to take advantage of or anything like that. Cause I know some people, a lot of people that follow me here on YouTube on this particular channel are entrepreneurs, are people that I've worked with before, are people that are in affiliate marketing, network marketing, entrepreneurship, whatever, right? You're promoting or marketing some type of product, service, or whatever. And then I have a lot of people that are just really just trying to win just by marketing and building a brand on YouTube. So all that stuff still is going to stay the same, but I'm going to make a few changes. So in this video, really quick, I'm going to give you an idea of, so for those that may be curious on, what have I been working on? All I got to say, just my attention has been focused on this because it's working. Business is booming, and really that's what we all want as an entrepreneur, right? We want success, right? Because we got responsibilities, family, bills, mortgages, all that stuff, right? So we want to live a lifestyle, right? We want to live, in some cases, I guess, free, right? We want to be make money so we can do the things that we want to do, whether it's spending more time with family or whatever. So with that said, what I'm going to do in this video, I'm going to show you a few slides on this project that I'm working on. I'm going to go through this thing super, super fast, right? So it's not going to be a lot of ad lib. It's not going to be, a long presentation. I just want you to know so you can kind of have an idea of what I'm working on. And if it's something that you maybe want to check out, you can. But, this is by no means anything that you have to do. But I'm just letting you know what else I'm working on and kind of what to expect on several videos coming here in the future on this channel. Still going to continue to do a lot of the things that we've done, but I'm going to sprinkle some other things alongside of that because it all still comes together. It's all about entrepreneurship and using these platforms to really build your brand, build your business, build your reach. And that's really what it's all about. So it just makes sense for me to share, on this channel as well. So with that said, with that monologue, let me jump right into it. So let me, I'm going to run through this quickly. So I apologize in advance, but you'll get the insight of it. You'll understand. So first thing, we have seen something that we just cannot unsee. Back on New Year's Eve, I saw something that we just couldn't see, but I don't want to ad lib too much. So let me just go ahead and run through this really quick here. So we have seen something that we have seen something that we just cannot unsee. It has basically changed whatever we had plans for 2025. We're definitely, what I'm about to show you is really our main focus right now because of what's happening right now. And we definitely need to capitalize on the momentum. If you can catch something early enough in business, I'm talking to the entrepreneurs here now. If you can catch something early enough, it can change your life, right? We all heard about Bitcoin and all these other different type of opportunities that we kind of seen, but we didn't take advantage. But if you can catch something early enough, you can do some incredible things. So If you can find a product-based opportunity early enough and it works, you can create a long-term residual income. Now, I'm sure many of you that are watching right now have worked on all kinds of projects like crypto, selling digital products, Forex, affiliate marketing, and all that stuff, right? I'm sure a lot of you have done that. Some of you are probably still doing that now, which is fine. There's all kinds of ways to make money. So, but the residual checks that we actually still get from different projects that we've worked on have come from product-based companies. Now, like I've said before, for those that follow me, we've marketed a lot of different things, mostly things in the services niche or tech niche, if you will. But there's still a few things that we kind of dabbled into the product niche, like a tangible product versus like a digital product or whatever. We're actually still getting paid on those. So it's just kind of interesting. It's just a different perspective when we kind of looked at this information, like what are we still making money from residually that we haven't even really done in a long time? They're all product-based opportunities. So recently a new product was shared with us, and we thought, if this is real, this will become a billion-dollar company with just one product. Now, the company has multiple products, but there's a product that that's really truly amazing. I mean, this product right here is like, oh my God, right? Yeah. This product is changing lives. The product is called Fix. You've probably seen me talk about this maybe in a few other videos. Hold on, here we go. The product is changing. The product is called Fix, and I've talked about it in a few videos. The hops flower extract is what makes this product special. Now, I just said something a lot of you don't even know what that is. Basically, hops are what makes up beer. Hops are used to add flavor and preserve beer, right? So I'm pretty sure a lot of it's kind of coming back to memory now. And this company that I'm working with, they actually have a patent, right? A pending patent for extracting a key ingredient from the hops flower. This company is the only one that can actually do this, right? And they hold this patent, so nobody can actually do what they're doing here now, I think for over a decade now. So for the next, 17 years, nobody can duplicate this process. Now, I'm going to show you what this all means. I'm getting all technical. I don't want to do all that, but check this out. So what this product does, it has a liquid in a little pouch. Looks like this. I'll kind of bring this up. Looks like this here, right? And you can actually squeeze this into any kind of drink of your choice. Let me show you here. You can put it in juice, water, milk, coffee, soda, whatever, you name it. It can pretty much go into any kind of liquid, orange juice, coffee. Like I was saying, it can go into any drink. Now, the mature hops extract is what it's called, MHE3, which is trademarked to this company, right? It's a revolutionary patent pending process that is derived from the hops flower. Again, I should just showed you what hops is. It promotes natural fat burning by activating brown adipose tissue, which increases the body's thermogenic response. Now, you don't know what that means. Basically, it's going to allow you to lose fat. Okay. Now, it's colorless, it's odorless, and it's also tasteless. So you can't even, when you put it in the drink, you can't even taste it or anything like that. But it's going to put your body into thermogenesis, which is going to allow you to burn calories. Now, let me kind of give you an example. Fix attacks the visceral fat around your midsection. That's what it does. Okay. Now, kind of give you an example here. You can see the little graphic there. Now, you can actually Google fat dangers. Now, a lot of us have a lot of fat issues or whatever. I know I'm sitting at a desk a lot of times, and I've got like a little tire forming here that you can't see under this desk. But but a lot of us kind of deal with that. I know my wife has been wanting to lose a little weight as well. I got family members and friends that want to lose weight. Everybody wants to be healthy, right? So the thing about what this does, it makes it super easy for people to lose weight, because all you have to do comes in this form here. Looks like this. It's just a little pouch, has a little liquid in here. You just squirt it right into whatever you're drinking, or you can actually have this little tincture bottle here. You can actually, drop a few drops in whatever you're drinking twice a day. And again, you can't taste it. Has no odor, and it's colorless. And but what it does is going to allow you to burn 400 calories an hour for up to 9 hours. It's actually pretty cool.
Lean belly.
Now, hold on, let me come back here. So let me show you what I mean really quick here. I'm going to run through this pretty quickly, and I'm going kind of fast here, But I want you to kind of understand because I'm talking about visceral fat, but I'm not really giving it any justice in terms of how dangerous it really is. This is a short little, 1 to 2 minute clip here. I think it's about a couple minutes from that show called The Doctors. I don't know if you guys remember seeing that show from back in the day or whatever. I think it's canceled now, but it ran for like 15 years. But they were talking about visceral fat. So check this out and you can see how really this is like a really big deal. Check this out really quick.
A lean belly leads to a healthier, longer life. So when we measure around our waist, we're really measuring this gelatin fat. You see how closely packed together the organs are here? You need that amount of fat. That's healthy. But over here, this is unfortunately what a lot of us are dealing with. All that excess fat surrounding your organs. Your organs are separated by basically this toxic goop. I call it an alien invader. And I want to talk to everyone a little bit about what's happening inside your abdomen and why having a lean belly is such a key to good health. So you're walking around with too much abdominal fat. This fat you're looking at is visceral fat. It doesn't just sit there. It truly is toxic goop encircling all of your organs. It's increasing inflammation. It actually secretes chemicals that increase inflammation throughout your body. But it also affects your cardiovascular system. It increases over time your blood pressure, amongst other things. And as all these parameters are changing, your abdomen, that visceral belly fat, is doing other things. It's increasing production of something called interleukin-6. This chemical further increases inflammation throughout your body. And as this happens, something else really interesting is occurring. Your metabolism is being governed by this excess body fat. Adiponectin is affected. And what does it do when you don't have enough of it? It tells you to store more belly fat. So it's a vicious cycle to poor health. Your liver is overwhelmed with cholesterol. Well, what does that lead to? Plaque buildup in your arteries. And when you get plaque buildup, what happens next? Oftentimes, I see you in the ER, fatal heart attack, and everyone always says, what could I have done differently? Well, the answer is right here now, you've got to target excess belly fat. Belly fat leads to heart disease, cancer, stroke, arthritis, type 2 diabetes, even sexual dysfunction. And I don't want everyone to have to deal with that. Well, what happens if you actually get rid of belly fat and develop a leaner belly? You know what? Studies show you'll actually be smarter. You'll sleep better. Sounds good to me. You'll have a healthier heart. Better sex. They look pretty happy, don't they? Even more money. Less money spent on medical bills, more money to travel the world.
All right.
Sounds pretty good, right?
Okay. So now real quick here, let me come back. I wanted to show that clip because that just gives you what visceral fat is. Now, I'm not an expert in none of this stuff. All I know, when I saw all this information from this particular opportunity and I saw what this compound can actually do, what this ingredient actually does, I was amazed not only what it can do, because there's a lot of different, there's a lot of different products that can allow you to lose weight and all that stuff. So, I mean, what makes this any different than anything else? One, it's easy to use because I could just put it into any drink and I can't taste it, smell it, or anything. It doesn't, alter whatever I'm drinking. So that made sense to me. That's something that I could do. That's something that my wife can do. I don't have to put use a shake, get a shake and stir it up and shake it up and mix things up or boil something or whatever. I could just make a few squirts into whatever I'm drinking in the morning. And when at night, like after I do this call, definitely going to do that. Going to go downstairs, get something to drink, pour, take this little snap right here, squeeze it. It's going to go right into my drink. Can't taste it. It's not going to make my drink taste any different. And boom, it's going to allow me while I'm asleep to burn calories while I'm sleeping. Super easy, super simple. Didn't really interrupt my flow of things and how I do whatever I do. Anything else, it's going to interrupt. If I got to prepare something, that just interrupted what I'm normally doing. So I saw an opportunity here, and I'm so glad that I did, because this stuff is flying off the shelves or flying off the internet shopping cart, if you will. So let me show you what I mean here. Here's a little bit more insight in terms of what the product has actually done. You can see here a lot of people are definitely trimming down, losing some inches around their waist. You can see these 42 days, 2 weeks, 30 days, 2 weeks, 5 weeks, 35 days. So you can see that. And of course, you can actually go to, at the end of this, if you want to, you can actually go to Facebook and you can actually go to Fix Your Future, PHIX, Fix with PHIX, Fix Your Future. There's a group here. Right now, I think when I did this screenshot, it had like 4,000 members. I think there are like 7,000 members in this group now. You'll see hundreds upon hundreds upon hundreds of people talking about how this product has helped them to slim down. And all they've been doing is dropping a few drops in whatever they drink, one in the morning and one in the evening. So it's super simple. Didn't even have to change a diet or even exercise in a lot of cases. You still want to exercise and all that, obviously, but I'm just saying a lot of them are not. And they're slimming down, they're losing weight and all that. So that kind of like, I was like, okay, cool. I mean, because there's all kind of products. I wasn't sold on that piece in terms of just losing weight. There's a lot of products you can use to lose weight. But what got my attention was that they didn't have to they didn't have to prepare anything. That's what got me like, so you mean to tell me I don't have to prepare nothing? I don't have to get a shake, put it in a drink, shake it up and stir it and drink it, taste all powdery and all that? No, you can put it into whatever your favorite beverage is that you drink on a normal day-to-day basis. Juice, Gatorade, Kool-Aid, orange juice, apple juice, whatever. It doesn't matter what it is. Guess what? It's still going to work the same inside your body. So that was interesting. I'm like, okay, people will buy that. And guess what? They obviously are already doing it even before I got wind of this, but they're really doing it at a much higher level, right? So it's just, the word is getting out. Name of the company that produces it's called MPG, Marketplace Global. 20 years in the game. They've created a lot of different products for a lot of different companies, mostly in the network marketing space. So they've done packaging. They've done manufactured different products over the years. So it's not like a new thing, but they've been doing that, for over 20 years. About 2.5 years ago, they decided to create their own distribution arm of their company, which they kind of created their own network marketing, arm of the business, even though they've been selling different things over the years for other companies, probably a lot of companies that you've heard of as well. But the only thing was, for 18 months, they experienced very slow growth with with their existing product line. So yeah, they got other products. Even now they got other products, but it was just kind of humdrum. No flagship product. They didn't have like a flagship product that like, oh my God, this company MPG, they got something incredible. But first 18 months, they didn't have that. But on April of 2024 of last year, they introduced Fix. And once they did that, boom, everything changed, right? Just people losing weight, getting slimmer. And then, of course, a lot of people that are involved in MPG that are definitely letting people know, spreading the word, making a lot more money, obviously. And of course, and there's one rep that I'm going to talk about. His name's Terry, who started roughly around about 2 years ago when the company decided to create their own networking, distribution, channel as well. He was making roughly around $800 to $1,000 a month when, before Fix was launched. So before they launched Fix, so for about 18 months, he was probably averaging about $800 to $1,000 a month, which ain't bad. That's still good money. Part-time, he's a preacher actually, but just part-time, that's still good money. $800 to $1,000 a month part-time from home. It's still good money. However, but check this out. It's a very interesting story. But before I even get into that, let me kind of dig a little bit deeper on him for a second. He's now the number one earner, okay, in the company. So once Fix was launched of last year, April of 2024, the product starts shipping around late June, July. And now he's actually earning between $30,000 and $40,000 a week. Actually, probably a little bit more than that because these figures are a little bit old now since all this momentum has happened since we got started at the beginning of 2025. But here's the thing. It was all because of the Fix product. It was all because of this. Okay? All because of this. And not because of any hype or overhypeness or anything. The product works. You can actually go to that group I was telling you about. That's what made me go, wow, because I went to that Facebook group, and that time it had like maybe about 3,000, 3,500 or something at that time when I first saw it. Now there's over 7,000 people in that group, but I saw hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of testimonials of people using this product and really slimming down. And that's really what that group is all about. It's just all about people sharing, hey, I've been on Fix. I feel better. I look better and all that stuff. And all I'm doing, I'm just dropping this into whatever I drink every day. So I was like, wow. I'm like, I got to be a part of this. I got to be a part of this because I know a lot of people that, including myself, including my family, and not to mention other people that I know. So let's hear what he had to say about the product fix and how we can all capitalize on it. But first, I got a chance to, when we first got introduced to this, my friend of mine named Isaac told me about it back on New Year's Eve. I'm out. Actually, here's a quick story. What's the time here? Okay, we're making good time. I'm gonna wrap this up here in about 5 or 10 minutes. Okay, so I'm out and about New Year's Eve. Just getting stuff for New Year's Eve, and literally it's like some weeks ago, like 3 weeks ago or something like that. So I'm out and about, and I get a call from my buddy Isaac. He says, "Hey, I got something that you really need to take a look at." Me and my wife, we had already said we really weren't going to be doing anything in the network marketing space for 2025. Nothing negative, we just had other plans of different things that we're doing. YouTube, a lot of you follow me on YouTube, so we got big plans for YouTube that we still are going to be doing. But we had some other things, like we do other things that we were going to be doing. And I told him, I said, bro, I don't know if we're going to be open to do anything. We're kind of focused on my YouTube channel, some other stuff that we're working on. He like, bro, you really need to take a look at this, like seriously. I'm like, okay, well, I'm out and about. Send over some information. He said, well, hey, I'm getting ready to do a live on Zoom here in about 15 minutes if you want to get on. I'm like, okay, cool. I'm out and about. Just send me the Zoom link, and then I'll hop on. So I pulled over into one of these parking lots while I was out and about, and I literally watched the Zoom right on my phone here. And after I watched the Zoom, I was only planning on being on there like maybe 10 minutes, and I was just going to get off. But I literally watched the whole thing for about, I don't know, I guess about 45 minutes or whatever it was. I was like, it was that interesting. And so I get home, I'm like, man, and I just kept thinking about it. I didn't tell my wife because we already had that conversation. Like, we're not doing any networking in 2025. We didn't do any in 2024, and so on and so forth. So we just kind of wanted to stay with that, with that whole theme. And but I knew he was going to be doing another call later that day. So I said, okay, well, let me watch another one, because I don't know that man, if that's real, I don't know, that might be a winner. So I watched another one, and I'm like, I don't know, we might have to do this. So then I told my wife, and she kind of rolled her eyes at first, and she's like, I don't know. She said, I told her about the product more. She was like, well, I don't know. She was like, that's interesting. I said, I'll try the product. I don't know if I want to do the business, but I'll definitely try the product. And but later that day, Isaac called me back, and he had another call. I said, well, he's doing another call tonight. This is all on New Year's Eve. Okay, listen to me. This was all on New Year's Eve. That's how sick. Everybody else trying to party. It were like hundreds of people getting in position for this particular offer, even though it's nothing new. It's been going on since a couple of years or whatever. But April, when they launched the product, so we were just finding out about it. So she got on, watched it, and it just kind of blew her away. She's like, wow, I didn't think it was like that. I'm like, yeah, that's what I was thinking. And so long story short, we actually got a chance to, he told me the next day after we got started, I talked to Isaac the next day, and he was like, well, hey, just by happenstance, they got some leaders here in Phoenix, Arizona. He lives in Phoenix. And they actually got some leaders, some kind of leadership retreat that they happen to be doing here this weekend. And guess what? They said I can come up there to the resort and maybe get a few samples of some product and kind of talk to them or whatever. And they're going to be doing some kind of mixer on Saturday. I'm like, well, shoot, Phoenix is like 4 hours away. I'm like, I said, can we come up there to like the mixer? I mean, is that invited? Can anybody come? He's like, yeah, anybody can come to the mixer. I don't know about the resort piece, but anybody can come to the mixer. And I'm like, well, hey, we're going to come. So we packed up on Friday afternoon and drove all the way to Phoenix to get more information and talk to some people. And one of the people that I did get a chance to meet on the phone before we even left, her name is Nikki. Let me show you here. This is Nikki. She actually lives in Canada, actually. And this is a U.S.-based company. It's out of Minnesota. But Nikki lives in Canada. She saw a post from a lady on Facebook talking about how she was able to slim down or whatever. You know how people do the before and after pictures or whatever. So she reached out, was like, hey, I saw your post about, you slim down. I think she knew her or whatever. And she saw that she was only been like just dropping a few drops of this ingredient in her coffee or tea or whatever, once in the morning, once at night. She was like, is that real? Like, how's that work? And so she gave her some information, and she's like, wow, she got it. She went, looked at some information, saw some results from some other people. And she was like, hey, this is pretty cool. Is this like a business? Can you make money with this? And she was like, she said, well, I'm in the business, but I'm not, I really just got it because I just wanted to really slim down. And she said, but I know the person that introduced it to me, I can introduce to you, that person to you. His name was Terry, which which I'm going to share something with you here in a moment. And so she got on the phone and they talked. Long story short, she came in her second month in the business. Second month, over $30,000. Now, Nikki, she's got some network marketing experience. She's done some different businesses. She's made some money. But she says, there's me and my wife right there. She said, I've never made this kind of money this fast. Never. I've done different things. I've had some success, but I've never made this kind of money this fast. Normally this takes 6 months, or so to even get to 6 to 9 months for me even to get at this stage. And we did it in 60 days. And she even brought in an individual, a friend of hers named Haley, who I actually did speak with. She lives in Canada too. She's a former pilot, but she didn't make it to that event. But the interesting thing is she still herself even made $30,000, in her second month, right? They're friends or whatever. So, but here's the thing. Nikki's great. She's good. She's pretty sharp. Haley's same way, but they ain't $30,000 second month good. Okay. What does that mean? Timing. They just got it right time, right place, hot product. Everybody's talking about it. Everybody likes it. Tons of results, hundreds and hundreds of documented results of people using the product. And that's all it is. So I don't want to say she's good. She's good, but she ain't $30,000 in a 60-day good. She ain't that good. Okay. And I met a lot of other people doing even more than that. They ain't that good. They just in the right place at the right. And no shade. I'm just saying they ain't that good. They just in the right place, right time, right product, right moment. People took advantage of it. Some of y'all gonna see it. Some of y'all not gonna take advantage of it. Some of y'all will see this. Some of y'all will take advantage of it. And you'll see what will happen if you start sharing it with other people. Make sense? That's all it is. Now, here's Terry. Now, I was talking about Terry just a few moments ago, right? Well, Terry right now is the top earner in the company. And I was telling you about, he was making about $800 to $1,000, a month prior to the Fix launch. But right now he's crushing it right now. $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 a week right now. And is he that good? No, he's cool. He's good, but he ain't that good. I'm just saying. Again, ain't no Terry. If you're watching, hey, hey, you know what I'm talking about. You just right time, right place. That's all it is, and that's really what this is all about. Timing is everything. Matter of fact, we actually had a conversation and I actually recorded it. Right. I don't think he knew at first, but then he was like, "Oh, it's all good." But I recorded it. Check it out. I asked him a question. I said, because I kind of heard his story prior to meeting him, and I asked him. I said, "Well, I heard from some people said that you were making roughly about $800 to $1,000. You weren't making that much per month, but when the Fix product launched in April of 2024, it changed everything in terms of your income and a whole lot of people's income as well." So that was pretty much the question. Here's what he answered.
In the first 5 months of this year, I made a total of about $5,000 a month. Well, $5,000 total. Finished the year for $185,000. Wow. Yeah. We now live. I need to know. Hang on. We now live on a fixed income. You see what we did there?
He's got jokes. He's a pretty funny guy. But again, so he said again, if you listen to it, 5 months, roughly about $5,000. So roughly $800 to $1,000 a month for the first 5 months of 2024, just last year. They launched Fix. When they launched Fix, he finished out the year with $485,000. So the last 6 or 7 months of 2024, he roughly made almost $500,000, all because of this one product. They got other products, but it wasn't because of the other products. It was because of this product. He'd been in the company for 18 months doing $1,000 a month. It was all because of this product. Okay. Timing. That's all it was. Just timing. That's all it was. Right. And again, not to take anything away from him, but just timing. Matter of fact, here's real quick, and I'm going to wrap this up really quick here. This is just a, I guess you could say a cheat sheet of type of money that you can make. There's a left team, right team. It's where you can actually bring people in. Those people can tell people. Those people can tell people. I don't want to get into all that stuff right now. You can see all that. There's a link right below in the YouTube description right below. It'll kind of share some additional information for you as well. Matter of fact, Terry is a crown right now. So he's doing definitely well over 100 and some odd $1,000, 140 plus thousand a month right now. And that's all new money. Okay, he's new money. Like Nikki, new money. Haley, new money. You know, even a lot of people on our team, including myself, we're all like new money, right? I think right now I'm at Emerald, about to go Diamond, and we're just really just getting started. So, and these numbers are really conservative because we've actually made way more than that in the last 3 weeks, you know, in this company. So it's all about exposure. That's what I've learned about what's going on here. And we got marketing systems for those that's working with me. You know, we make tools and systems and websites and pages and capture pages and all that stuff. Matter of fact, you'll see the main sales page that I'm using currently right now, how we've actually been able to enroll, I don't know, I think about 40 people, something like that right now. And all because of this page, right? I just send the information out. That's all I'm doing. I'm not selling people. I'm not trying to twist people's arm. I'm just putting people in front of the information. That's all I'm doing. I don't know what you want to do, but that's all I'm doing. And that's what a lot of people that we've referred to this, we just putting people in front of the information. We got live Zooms and all that kind of stuff. We just keep it simple, but we got pages and all that. You'll see that page when you go to the link right below. We even have our own group. So me and my wife created our own group called Fix Your Future. It's a support community, and it's not a Facebook group or anything. So once you get started, you'll be able to get access to that community. We talk about a lot of different things, you know, training, how to, you know, training about the product, training about the systems, training about the tools and resources, training on how to really share, you know, this offer and really do it online to where it's automatic, to where you can get leads and sales on autopilot, and which is what I do a lot when it comes to, you know, creating content online. Now, real quick, and I'm gonna wrap this up. I actually went longer than I wanted to go, but I'm just feeling, and I think some people can really appreciate the information. So timing is everything. Pay close attention to this. Don't go anywhere. Okay, listen to this part here. Industry phases of growth. Now, normally when a company starts, they start here, and of course, you know, if a company has something special, they'll grow. And they'll experience a lot of, you know, growth right here, and then eventually it'll stable off, right? If they're lucky, right? In any business, any company, any niche, any type of corporation or whatever, right? So the formulation stage is typically what they call it. MPG, Marketplace Global, which is the company that makes that product called Fix. Okay, they launched in 2022. The concentration stage basically means that, okay, they put things together. Formulation is really when they're putting things together and all that. Concentration means, hey, you know, they got some things together. People are getting paid. Products are being delivered. They're getting results, and see what I'm saying? So things are moving along. This is a good time to get involved in the business. Momentum is really the good time. You definitely want to be a part of anything, you know, at this level. And then, of course, eventually it'll stable off. The stability phase. So you got these 4 phases: formulation, concentration, momentum, and stability. Now, right here is the massive growth. This is where in any company, any industry, this is where most of the wealth is created right here. Okay, not just making some money. I'm talking about wealth is created right here. Okay, life-changing wealth. Now, the Fix product launch here, let's say, here's a timeline. You know, 2022, you know, MPG launched, then Fix product April 2024 is when they launched the Fix product. Currently, right now, they're roughly right around here, okay? Pretty much like right here in this little spot right there. Now, what you want to get in right here. You want to start, so if you see an opportunity for yourself, some of you just maybe want to try the product, and that's fine. Some of you might look, hey, this might be a great opportunity here. What you want to do is get in before here. Now, we're actually getting ready to, they're actually hosting a conference here in Las Vegas at the Rio Casino here in Las Vegas near the Strip. And that's going to be April 11th through the 13th. Right now, there's a lot of momentum happening right now, okay? Globally, this is a global offer, right? There's a lot of things going on right now when it comes to this particular product, especially in the fat loss niche. Going into that conference and coming out of that conference, it's going to be crazy. What you're going to see, we're going to go into that massive growth phase. For those that are getting started like right here, right? Like kind of like where we're at right now. Hey, we're definitely going to be in a really great position as this gets bigger and bigger and bigger as we grow through the momentum phase. Usually the momentum phase is usually timetable is usually about 1.5 to 2 years. So usually about 1.5 to 2 years, you'll have a lot of great wealth created during that period for those that get started and really go to work. It's not a lottery ticket. You still got to let people know and all that. But for those that really follow the blueprint that they've already laid out to us and what's already happening, I'm like, wow, we're only 3 weeks in. I can't sleep right now thinking about what's going to happen after, 60 days or 90 days or coming out of that event, coming up here in Vegas. And I live here in Vegas, so we're going to be there for sure. Front row. So I can't wait. It's going to be crazy. People are going to be flying in from all over the world, and it's going to be pretty exciting. And so this thing is moving pretty quickly. Now is the time. We even do live daily Zooms, typically Monday through Friday. We even have them on the weekends as well, 2, 7, 10. Just get back with me. Let me know if you want to actually plug in on one of those Zoom calls. We have a lot of people that talk about this as well. You can take a screenshot here as well. This is Dr. Joseph Aarons. He's twice nominated Nobel Prize nominee, if you will. He's been nominated twice. So he's a scientist, entrepreneur. It's a big deal. He's a I've never known him, but I'm not in those circles. But he's a pretty big deal, right? When it comes to what's going on when it comes to this particular type of ingredient. He even talks about it. I'm not going to get into all you can take a screenshot of this if you want. You can read the whole thing. But he talks about the hops flower extract is really what we have here. He says, in layman's terms, the hops flower causes increased metabolism in brown fat tissue, which in turn uses other fat tissues as fuel, burning it up. Okay, basically it's just going to help you to be leaner. It's a lot of technical jargon here, but just bear with me. A 12-week study showed up to 60 to 100% greater fat loss for adults, including the hops flower in their diet compared to the control group. The novelty of the hops flower is that it is easy to consume. That's what sold me. That's what said, you know what? That's an opportunity because it's easy to take. Add it to any beverage. And that's all you got to do. I'm like, hey, that makes sense. So it just made sense to me. So is there a demand for Fix? Absolutely. Well, Ozempic proved that. Yeah. I mean, that's in the news every day. Everybody's trying to get leaner, and they're willing to stick themselves with this needle in the belly. Some of you probably watching, probably doing it as well. And there's a lot of some people have side effects that can come with it, and they're like, I don't care, doc. You know what? I want to look better. Just stick me. And they don't care about the side effects. And some people have had some serious side effects. You've seen the stuff on the news and, on YouTube and all that stuff on social media or whatever. So there's good and bad with everything actually, right? But here's a crazy thing though. Watch this. Ozempic has side effects. Fix has no side effects. If it has a side effect, I guess you just get leaner, right? Another side effect, I've been taking it. I've been, definitely sleeping a whole lot better. That was one thing when I kind of did research on some of the clinical studies over the years because they discovered this compound back in the 50s, but it was so expensive to create. It's like it would cost like $1 million just to make a gallon of it. And companies and corporations and pharmaceutical companies try to do it over the years and, try to get it down to like 500,000 a gallon or whatever. And then eventually, one company in particular actually did. And of course, MPG got the exclusive rights to be able to market that compound or ingredient, which is MHE3, which they actually have a trademark on. So we got something that nobody else has, whether they're in the networking industry or even outside of the industry. So we have something that nobody else has. So we just got the exclusive right to this product, which is why it's moving pretty quickly because you can't get it anywhere else, this particular, compound, mainly because it's a patent pending process on how they extract the ingredient from the hops flower. So nobody can actually do that, obviously, for the next 17 years. And we're the only game in town if you want this particular product. So that just makes sense. And again, it's super easy to consume. Just put it into your drink. You can even put it in alcohol. Now that's a first. Never known anything that you can put into an adult beverage. I've never seen that before, but it makes sense. It doesn't matter. You just, like you can see in the video here, you just put it into any drink, alcoholic drink, wine, beer, soda, whatever. It doesn't matter. And guess what? You know, it can start that thermogenesis process in your body to help burn calories, even when you're not even working out. So just makes sense. So fix your health and your cash flow. I kind of went longer than I wanted to go. I'll get started today if you see an opportunity. This is just one of the presentations that we're using when we do like presentations. I didn't even mean to even go this long. I was going to try to just run through it, but I just get excited about it, man, because I'm just seeing the results. Matter of fact, I got some pictures. I'll do it in another video. My wife took some pictures, some before and afters. You know, they tell, you know, we tell people to use it for like 90 days and beyond. You can use this forever, right? Because it helps to eliminate that visceral fat, and that's always going to accumulate in your body, especially based off of the things that we eat and all that stuff. But she started using, I'm using it. What I've noticed initially is I'm sleeping really good. I don't know about you, but that's one of the things that they discovered decades ago. It was mostly for a sleep agent, like to help people to sleep. And that they discovered just through testing and other things that it was, you know, through clinical trials and other things. You know, scientists always find other, you know, uses for different things. They discovered that it actually eliminated visceral fat. But it was definitely like a help with depression and, you know, people that were kind of sleep deprived or whatever. It would help people to sleep. I'll tell you, I'm sleeping really good, right? I mean, that deep sleep. I don't know about you, but I kind of sleep like aware. Like if I hear something, what's that? It could be 3:30 in the morning. What's that? I just wake up. You see, I'm just like aware. I'm like, I'm asleep, but I'm like aware kind of sleep. I'm not like in deep sleep. But we be laughing. I'm like, I gotta lock my doors because, babe, somebody break in the house, I wouldn't even know, because I'm like, this stuff be putting me like this, sleep. And it's just interesting. But it's good because I feel better when I get up. I feel energized. I feel better. And she took some pictures of some before and afters after a week, and pretty impressive. I'll share it. And I got some other slides I want to put together and everything. But again, people do get results pretty quickly when it comes to how they look and how they're slimming down, as you saw in some of those images earlier. But I always tell people, hey, just take it for 90 days for sure, right? And of course, and beyond. But don't, you know, to get the full, I guess, you know, impact of it, take it for at least 90 days. Yeah, you'll see people, yeah, I did this in a week and I did this in 2 weeks or whatever. But you know, even they say, hey, just take it. This is a product that because everybody's bodies are different. So take it for 90 days to get the complete transformation that you may be looking for. And it's pretty cool. It's pretty interesting. I'm pretty excited about it, and it's working. It's actually working. And it feels good to not have to overly sell something. So let me wrap it up with this. Reason why I'm doing this is mainly you know, it can allow me to one, continue to stay self-employed. That's one. So and then we're gonna use the capital that we earn from this opportunity to be able to do other things, right? So we want to be able to do other things. We got other aspirations and other things that we want to do. And so I'm kind of glad. So I kind of moved some things away to clear some things off our plate so we can kind of focus on this. And you know what? I'm glad that I did, because it's definitely helping a lot of people. I've literally had people just call me, Steve, thank you so much for sharing this, bro. Dude, this is, and I understand what they're saying, because, you know, even on my YouTube channel, you know, because we've always done some different things, and I didn't want to do anything, you know, I wasn't looking to do anything. That's why I think I was part-time. I was doing some Uber, you know, I would do some Uber here, you know, I don't do Lyft or anything like that. Just do Uber, just part-time. I wouldn't do it every day or even every week, but it was just another way to make some additional income, like a lot of people do, right? Well, I don't have to do that anymore, right? You know, so that's great. You know, it's nothing wrong with it, but I don't have to do that because we're doing, business is booming. That's all I say. Business is booming. And so I'm just going to focus on this. We're going to continue to grow it. and build it and really spread the word about it. And again, the capital that we use for this is going to allow us to do more even on our YouTube channel or YouTube channels, and some other things that we want to do. Because to do things, you got to have capital, right? So it's a great way to raise capital for other things and other things that you want to do, which we definitely want to do as well. And so I'm glad my buddy Isaac, shout out to Isaac, if you're watching, thanks for giving me that call. It definitely made sense, even though I was a little reluctant on looking at it. You know how I am, bro. But I'm glad you persisted, and I'm glad I did take a look at it, because it is pretty exciting. My wife loves it, and she's really enjoying just seeing some very small changes already, and she's getting excited. So she's going to be even more excited, even myself, over the next several months to see what we look like 2-3 months from now. So it's going to be pretty exciting. We're already seeing some of the results of that. So that's all I wanted to share, guys. I see someone from the Philippines. What's up, Alan? And again, if you got any questions about it, just hit me up and just comment right below. And if you want to check out the information and all that stuff, I should put a link. I think I put a link right in the YouTube description right below. Just go there, and it'll take you to my page, and you'll see that page. You'll actually, if you see an opportunity, actually be a rep with the company as well to earn some additional income. You'll actually get that page as well, and it's a pretty good deal. It's a pretty good offer. I'm glad that I'm a part of it. So with that said, guys, it is late. I'm about to go because it's like almost 10:30 here in Las Vegas in the PM. I don't know what time it is where you're at, but if you got any questions or if you want to know more, just hit me up. And of course, you can also check the link out right below. And of course, like this video, be sure to subscribe. And again, I still got more YouTube stuff coming as well, but you're going to see some mixture of things, on the channel. It won't just be this or it won't just be that. It'll be some mixture of things. So, and I always told you, like I said, you never know what your channel will do. It will always evolve some. So, but again, I've got an entrepreneur channel, so it'll definitely work. So, hey guys, that's all I got for tonight. It's late. Hey, I see Jamal. What's up, man? What's going on, bro? I know it's late, guys. I'll let you guys get back to your Sunday evening. And hey, I see you inside. Peace.